Back to the channel, everybody. I don't know if I actually made an intro for part 2 of the Widebody. Yeah, the Widebody is all assembled, it's wrapped, it's pretty much put together. I have yet to weld the fenders, and I have to go back through, and there's some pieces I have to fix with the wrap. Well, because, you know, this is my first time wrapping, and I don't really have that much experience with it, so I screwed up a few pieces. Whatever, you know, it happens. But, yeah, there was a lot that actually went down on this video, and it was a lot of stress. When I actually went and cut the fenders, it was a lot easier than what I was expecting, and I stressed it for a month when I should have just fucking did it. But regardless, the car is pretty much put together. I'm probably going to do a part 3, and the part 3 is going to be like welding the quarter panels, which won't take that much time, and probably just do like a reveal, get some rollers and shit like that involved. But this part 2 video is pretty much it's done, and then the part 3 is just going to be some minor shit. She's all put together. She's drivable in a sense. I have some clearance issues when turning, mainly because BMW decided to put their washer fluid tank in the fender well of the passenger side fender, and you know, so I'm dealing with some clearance issues, so I got to get that all figured out. But the tires are on, the wheels are on, the wide body's on, so I guess I can show you guys, huh? So, I haven't really got much content for this video. Well, y'all are gonna hate me. But, boom. We got a new wrap on the Beamer. It looks purple right now, but it's a red-black pearlescent, I believe. We're in the process of getting it wrapped. There's a little bit better shot of the color. Shout out to my boy Wyatt. You're a homie, bro. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, I haven't got much content, but we're making some progress. Maybe I'll get the camera rolling for the last little bit. We're working on the bumper right now. Still have this door to do, this side skirt, the top, and then that side skirt. Other than that, everything's wrapped. The wide body fenders are wrapped for the most part. Got to go in here, fix this, touch up a couple sections. This one's pretty much ready. The other ones are sitting somewhere. One's on top of the car, the other one's over there. But yeah, new color. All right, well, I didn't get much content, but there she is. Almost done. Just got a section back here. And the side skirts, I got to clean this up tomorrow. I just got to cut it since the underside of it's actually already been wrapped. I just got to come through and trim the sunroof vinyl. But I've got a bunch of wrap left in the car. I've got a bunch of wrap still over there. And quite frankly, everything's wrapped. All the wide body fenders over there are wrapped. Everything here is wrapped. It's looking fucking spectacular. So I'm calling it a night. It's about midnight. I got work in about 6-7 hours. So I'll be back at it tomorrow. Well, it's a big day. As you can see, the Beamer's behind me. I gotta cut fenders, and I gotta do that like now, because all my parts are coming in the mail today, which means for the most part I can get this thing done. I'm gonna do the wide body gasket as well, but that's not gonna come in until Monday. So I'll show you guys some updates. We've got pretty much the whole car wrapped. I haven't got any content of it because quite frankly wrapping is kind of tedious and boring. But we've got the wheels loaded up. 295s there, we got 245s there, obviously rear, front. So those are going to go get mounted right now. I'm going to start working on cutting the fenders and wrapping a few more pieces I have left on the car. And then once these get here, I got to run to my house, grab the last of the packages that are coming in the mail today, so then I can slap the wheels on and finish this fucking thing. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll actually have a good picture as to what the whole car is going to look like just without the wide body gasket. All right, so it's finally time to cut fenders. I have put this off till the final fucking day. The parts are in. I can finish this thing today. I just gotta cut the fenders. This part's really difficult, honestly. You know, and I've kind of been looking at getting a second 335i e92 just to not cut into pieces, because I like the look of these cars. But since I'm already this far into the wide body, I can't really back out now. And the want for the wide body to get done is more than the want to keep this thing perfectly clean. So we're gonna cut the fenders. I've got my tires being mounted to the wheels right now, and yeah, there's a lot of little shit that I gotta get done today if I want to get this car done. But first things first is I gotta cut these fenders. So without further ado, let's cut some fenders. Well, that's fucking sad. But fenders cut. I'm in it now. I think the rest of the fenders are gonna go pretty easy. All right, it's time for the section that I am the most terrified to do of all. So as you can see, there's a pretty rough line under the wrap, and that's where I still have the tape. So I'm gonna try to stick to that line. And then, because I know this is gonna get hot and I'm sure it's gonna fuck up some of the wrap, I've still got about that much between the where the bolt hole is at and the wrap's actually at. So whatever wrap actually gets singed, I'm just gonna come along with my X-Acto knife and cut around it. That way I've still got that stick. But it was just no point in trying to cut it when we were wrapping it, because we knew this was already gonna get cut off. So all right, well, let's do this. There's a total of 335. So I'm gonna work on getting that fender out, or that section of the fender out, and I will update you guys when I get it out. All right, so this was a bit more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was gonna be. When you cut the front side, then you've got to come on the inside. I kind of went a little bit too close here, you can see, but I can fix that. I'm not super worried about it. I'm a good enough welder, I can fill some holes. But honest tip is to cut along here and pull that bitch down, and then cut on the inner side of the fender well, and then cut your lines, fold it, and get it to this point. I kind of fucked up. Like I said, I thought I was going to be fine, and I cut a little too far inside. So no worries, I can fix that. Fender's cut. That was nerve-wracking, but it's done. So waiting on my wheels and tires to show up. I'm probably not going to weld it until Monday. I just want to see what the car is going to look like, and then come Monday, I'll weld everything up. And today I'm going to finish up on all the wrap and basically have the welding to be done on Monday. So I'm going to get the other side done, and yeah, we're going to see what this car looks like with everything on it by the end of the day. I'm super, super, super stoked. She got a fat ass. And as of right now, I've still got some wide body trim that I'm going to put, or wide body gasket that I'm going to put all the way around it. I've still got to wrap the side skirts. This fender's off because I'm putting the wide body trim or the gasket on that right now. But my clearance isn't terrible. I'm rubbing up on a piece back here. And yeah. But the rear is what concerns me more, because I'm super close there. And on this side, when I pulled it out of the shop, I actually ended up having to take this bolt out, because if this is on, there's no clearance. I mean, maybe a little bit. So I took that bolt off, so this was a little bit loose, so I could get it out of the shop. But so like I said, I've got to go back through. I've got to put the wide body gasket all the way through here and get the actual hardware put on before I weld those quarter panels, because once I weld the quarter panels, I can't fit my hand in there to tighten up all those bolts. And obviously I'm going to actually install proper hardware like I do on the fronts. The only reason these are installed is because, well, I have full access to get in there. But this is what I'm talking about as far as the washer fluid tank. So I got this main hose that runs right back here. And if I turn, I hit that. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to fix that. Might relocate the tank or give myself some extra hose. And of course, I plan on putting actual fender liners back in here. I'm probably going to have to make some custom ones, but that'll be later. I just want to be able to drive the car, honestly. So yeah. So I'm actually going to end the video right there. As you guys can see, I've got some clearance issues that I've got to take care of ASAP if I want to drive the car. Kind of got an idea of what I'm going to do with the washer fluid tank. I'm probably just going to extend the hose. If that doesn't work and that doesn't give me enough clearance, I'm going to relocate that tank. It's not super hard. I'll figure that out. It's going to be super easy to relocate it if I have to. I've got to cut more sections in the rear. As you guys can see, I've got to cut part of the wide body and everything. But that stuff's going to be pretty simple. Welding the quarter panels, I'm going to get some content to that. That'll be on the part 3. Just some small stuff like that. There's not really that much big shit that I need to do. So it's just getting the motivation to finish it, get the tune, and drive this bitch. I do have to get in alignment, of course. So there's just minor shit now. The part 3, like I said, is going to be just doing the minor shit and then getting some rollers and whatever else I can manage to get posted into the video. But yeah, she's pretty much done. I can see how she's gonna look, and that's like, to me, it's huge. Like every time I see her, I'm like, damn, that's my car. Holy shit. I do want to say though, thank you guys, for the support, everything. I say it in every video, but you guys are literally what makes this build happen. And so thank you guys for the YouTube subscribers, comments, the Instagram DMs, the love on Instagram, all of that. When I drop the reveal on my Instagram, and if you want to see that, be sure to go follow my Instagram. I'll be sure to add my handle in the description. But when I dropped the reveal, it was exactly what I was hoping for. Just all the people that supported the build the whole time were just, I was glad I could make all of you guys proud. So if you haven't yet, go check out the reveal post on my Instagram. Other than that, I appreciate all of you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we will catch you in like a week and a half with part 3.